I used to be in a rock band, so you'd think I know how to use one of those things. Apparently not. I was the drummer. Anyway,
that's funny.
As Jared mentioned about Startup Visa, the idea of Startup Visa is that if entrepreneurs want to move here and start a company, can raise money from professional investors, so not sham investors or people who don't do investing, but venture capitalists who have done at least a certain amount of deals over the past 24 months, and they can raise anywhere between $250,000 and $500,000. They get a provisional visa, which maintains so long as they keep creating jobs and the company is successful. The program Techstars that some of you may be familiar with, which is an accelerator program, which was founded here in Boulder by Jared and us and some other folks, we have now had 5 teams kicked back to their native lands of worrisome countries like Canada, England, and Israel. Places that we certainly wouldn't want anybody to come from because they pose a national security threat. And these entrepreneurs who started companies went through this program, which is harder to get into than any Ivy League school, no offense, Mr. Princeton. These folks are being kicked back to their home countries, and they're creating those jobs there. They're not moving back here. They are going there and they're starting. I just finished mentoring two folks from Israel that I like to call unicorns. They were among the 2 best engineers and designers I've ever met in my entire life. And they've got 1 month left until we kick them back. They have raised money. They've got $500,000 committed, and they're going to take it back to Israel and start their company. It's brutal how this is happening. Jared said the word subsidy, which, think about this. It's very easy to get a student visa. You can come over here, go to a public school, our taxpayers pay for it. We train them, teach them how to be entrepreneurs, teach them how to be engineers, and we say, by the way, go compete with us and kick our butts in the foreign markets. It's absolutely asinine. So Jared gave you kind of the lay of the land of what's going on politically. I've hopefully further depressed you a little more. Let me try to talk about 2 things locally. First of all, who here is trying to hire people? All right, so good, a lot of people here. One of the things to think about, we invest all over the country, and I spent 10 years in the Silicon Valley in San Francisco before I moved here 5 years ago. And there's a lot more influx of foreigners to the Bay Area than there are Boulder. There shouldn't be, but there are. And I was thinking, somebody asked me the other day, why is that? And I said, well, you know, I think what's happening is in Silicon Valley, they have these great groups which help people assimilate when they come over here. And we have some of that in the Boulder, Denver area. It's actually more in Denver than it is in Boulder. We don't actually have a lot of that I've seen. And if I'm wrong, please come up to me afterwards. But from different countries, whether it's India or China or Europe or South America, Brazil, wherever the people are coming from, I feel that there's an easier way to move from there to the Silicon Valley because you have all these people there who are willing to kind of nurture you, and they have these groups, and we don't have them here. So one idea is if you're interested in getting involved in that way, I think that's very impactful. The second thing that we do very poorly in Boulder is we are very siloed in the areas that we have entrepreneurship and jobs, right? The software guys do their thing, the clean tech do their thing, the natural foods, outdoors, whatever you have, and there's no crosstalk between these. Part of there's a movement called Startup America, which Jared was part of, and we brought it down to Startup Colorado. We're doing something specifically here. One of our goals is to tie all of these areas together. One idea is, you may be in the natural foods part, but you may know a great engineer in Minsk, Russia or whatever, and getting that flow and that information about people so people like Judd aren't tearing his hair out. And notice he's torn out most of it, trying to hire people as quickly as he can in Boulder. So, to Jared's point, we're doing what we can in DC. Certainly, I was out there recently in front of the Judiciary Committee testifying. But whatever's going to happen to Startup Visa, we still have H-1B, we still have student visas, we still have people coming here. And let's see if we can get Boulder to be a little more competitive, Boulder, Denver, Colorado, more competitive vis-a-vis these other parts of the country we invest in and have an easier time bringing people.
Thanks, Jason. Sorry, Joe. No respect for